Good morning. It's my great pleasure to announce that the commencement exercises in this, the 129th year of Agnes Scott College, have officially begun. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our graduates, to their families and guests who have journeyed from near and far to be with us today, to Agnes Scott's trustees, faculty, and staff who have given so much to nurture and support our graduates. We have some proud parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and at least one set of great-grandparents with us this morning. Don't know where they are. I also want to extend a very warm Scotty welcome, a welcome home to our distinguished alumna honoree and speaker, Jennifer Nettles. And with live streaming of these commencement exercises, I give greetings to all of you who are watching across the country and around the world, alumni, family members, and I suspect a goodly number of Jennifer Nettles fans. I would like to thank Cal Johnson, the Charles A. Dana Professor Emeritus of Music and College Organist Emeritus, the Peachtree Brass, and Joyful Noise, under the direction of Professor Nathan Grisby, for providing our beautiful music this morning. It is a bright and beautiful day on Presser Quad. Today, we gather to celebrate the achievements and accomplishments of the great class of 2018, our Riveters. We share the joy and pride along with each graduate at this incredibly significant moment. And I encourage you and your families, if you are tweeting or posting, to use hashtag AgnesScott18 and hashtag ASCRiveters18 throughout this graduation day. Following the ceremony, families and friends of our graduates are invited to celebrate together at a reception with members of the college community in our Letitia Pate Evans Dining Hall, the main dining room and terraces. And I ask you also to please remain at your seats for the recessional. Finally, in order to ensure that all can hear and also to maintain the magic of this ceremony, I want to ask all of you to silence your cell phones and other electronic devices. And while applause is welcome and encouraged, as excited as you are for your particular student's graduation, please refrain from prolonged cheering to ensure that every single graduate gets their special moment on the stage. Finally, please remember that videotaping or otherwise recording of our speaker today is prohibited. We will be posting a video on YouTube tomorrow, and you'll be able to find it through the college's website. So it was 129 years ago that the elders of Decatur Presbyterian Church committed themselves to an audacious vision of a school for girls and women that would offer, in the words of our first president, Reverend Gaines, quote, a liberal curriculum fully abreast of the best institutions of this country. Our beloved college has changed in so many wonderful ways over the ensuing decades, but that same commitment to providing smart women a rigorous education that liberates the mind, engages the heart, and inspires the spirit remains at the core of who we are today. This is a special, a magical place, a college that changes lives. It has certainly changed my life. It has been my joy and privilege over the past 12 years to be a part of this community and to serve Agnes Scott's extraordinary mission, so vitally important for our world today, to educate women to think deeply, live honorably, and engage the intellectual and social challenges of their time. Ask any alumna, any student, what is at the heart of the magic of Agnes Scott, and they will say, it is the opportunity to learn from an extraordinarily dedicated, talented, and creative faculty. Our professors help students ask new questions, formulate new ideas, and discover new passions. Our faculty inspires each student to see the world in new ways and empowers our graduates to become the smart, creative, thoughtful, honorable, powerful women known as the Black Ring Mafia. So it is an honor for the 12th and final time to share the stage today with the faculty of Agnes Scott. Let's give them a round of applause. But okay, today is really all about you, the Riveters. You are 191 strong, and we're gathered here to celebrate your achievements, your growth, to share the joy and pride that you feel on this special day. This moment marks the culmination of years of study, discipline, and hard work, years of saving by your families for college. It is an indication of the support, love, and belief invested in you. This day belongs to you. Our graduating seniors range in age from 19 to 53 years. 6 of you, pretty cool. 6 of you are Woodruff Scholars. You are truly a global class. You hail from 30 states and territories and 10 countries: China, Ethiopia, Ghana, Hungary, Italy, Rwanda, Somalia, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. You journeyed to Agnes Scott from far and near, and then you journeyed from Agnes Scott. Almost 46% of you studied abroad in 34 different countries. From Australia, Belgium, Chile, Cuba, Germany, Ghana, Jamaica, Malta, Nepal, Senegal, South Korea, Sweden, the UK, to name just a few. 11 of you are the sister, daughter, granddaughter, great-granddaughter, or niece or cousin of an Agnes Scott alumna. And some of those alums are with us today. I'm especially proud that one of our graduates is the daughter of an alum and the granddaughter of Agnes Scott's very first African-American graduate, Edna Lowe Swift, class of 1971. And I am also very proud that 12% of you are the first in your families to complete college, an awe-inspiring achievement. Congratulations. Riveters, I remember when you first unveiled your mascot as first years with those fabulous Riveter bandanas. We all looked at each other and said, why haven't red classes ever before in Agnes Scott history picked this perfect female empowerment mascot? Like the iconic poster, "We Can Do It," you are the personification of empowerment. You are strong, you are motivated, you are dedicated, you're a community of inclusive, fierce, and fabulous individuals who embrace the motto, "We can do it." Regardless of societal norms or social constraints, the Riveters say, "We can do it." You are living in a time and place where women are no longer afraid to speak up. Movements like #MeToo and #TimesUp have driven global and national action and important dialogue and engagement on gender equality. You are using your voices. Women are running for office, and I hope that some of you will do that in the future, and managing campaigns in record numbers. Go out there, Riveters, and be a part of that fight for change that we so desperately need. Be a part of that change. Go out into the world and be bold. As you know, this commencement day is also my commencement, and so quite bittersweet for me. We, you and I, are leaving Agnes Scott for new challenges and new adventures. But this magical place will forever be our home. And the students with whom you share this beautiful quad will forever be your Scotty sisters and siblings. Over 4 years, I have watched you grow into leaders who will go out into an ever-changing world and be change agents. You have had fabulous decorations across your 4 years. You really embraced that Riveter theme. You've had amazing ingenuity around your Black Cat themes. Your junior production focused in a way that is quite appropriate to you as Riveters on the notion that Scotties are some of the most inclusive and feisty folks who challenge the status quo and critically examine the world in which they live. Your sophomore ring ceremony speaker was the legendary Dean, alumna Gay Pardue Hudson of the class of 1968, a loyal, fiercely feisty Scottie who was the personification of Scottie spirit and leadership. Your class were the first to participate in our Catalyst Leaders program and our Impact Peer Leader program, and your participation and feedback have shaped these programs and improved them for future Scotties. You've embraced leadership and mentorship across our campus through community engagement and events beyond our campus, standing up and marching for important issues of our time. You have led and revitalized and started student organizations, including our NAACP chapter and the Muslim Student Association, and many more. You have contributed strong leadership to reshaping Agnes Scott's SGA and making it a more effective voice for the student body. From the time you stepped onto our campus, you have become more self-confident and opened yourself up to new experiences. Your most popular majors are psychology, public health, very enthusiastic public health, business management, neuroscience, and history. 30 of you are double majors, and 2 of you are pursuing dual degrees in nursing. You've engaged a wider world beyond our campus through internships and other experiential learning opportunities. 70% of you have completed at least one internship at a wide array of institutions, including Morgan Stanley, KIPP Schools, the Home Depot, Our House, Kennesaw State, Morehouse School of Medicine, the Kennesaw State University Museum of Holocaust Education, the Grady Trauma Project, the Global Village Project, the CDC, the Carter Center, CARE, Bryce Canyon National Park, and many, many more. You include our Posse 2 from Chicago, who have used your leadership and networking skills to better our campus through active engagement. We are so proud of our partnership with Posse and of our Posse 2, and know that they will go out into the world and continue to lead. We also celebrate today with our inaugural class of 2 MasterCard scholars from Sub-Saharan Africa, and your presence has been a great gift to our community. Some of you are athletes, and our class of 2018 Scottie athletes have excelled both on and off the court and field. 8 of you were named USA South All-Conference players, 8 were recognized as conference all-academic players, and 8 maintained a 3.25 or higher GPA throughout your 4 years. Way to go, Scotties. Even though you're a red class, you've also been committed to being green. You have practiced sustainable living across campus and served as environmental residents and interns in the Center for Sustainability. You are experts at recycling, a gift that I hope you will take into your lives. You have secured Agnes Scott first place in the state of Georgia in this year's Recycle Mania tournament. You're also the 4th graduating class at Agnes Scott to become members of the Graduation Pledge Alliance, joining students at more than 125 colleges and universities around the world in signifying this commitment by wearing green ribbons on your graduation gowns. The pledge reads, "I pledge to continue my role as a global citizen by carrying on Agnes Scott's mission. In doing this, I will explore and take into account the social and environmental consequences of my actions, and will try to improve these aspects in organizations for which I work and communities within which I live." 132 of you have completed the pledge, and we're very excited to see how these students and all of our graduates will continue to shape the world and make it a more sustainable place. If you've taken the the Green Pledge, please stand if you are able. Riveters, you have also given back to Agnes Scott in so many ways, with your talent, with your commitment, and with your gifts. Your class raised a total of $832 for your senior gift, which will support an Advantage Award for a future Scottie. And you also achieved a 25% participation rate in giving to Agnes Scott. Congratulations, Riveters. Now you begin a new chapter. After all, today is commencement. It's been a joy to hear you ring the bell for graduate school acceptances and job offers. You're headed to master's and PhD programs at many fine institutions, including the University of Missouri, Loyola School of Medicine, Georgia State University, Mercer University, Texas Tech, Georgia Tech, University of Michigan, University of Washington, GW, Warwick University in the UK, St. John's School of Law, Emory University, the University of Chicago, the University of Georgia, and many, many more. Some other members of the class of 2018 will be launching their careers as entrepreneurs, starting businesses in Hungary and China. Others will be serving in the Peace Corps, with Teach for America or with KIPP schools, or will launch careers at companies or organizations like Amazon, AT&T, Chegg Tutors, Deloitte, Eastman Chemical, IDX Roswell, StoryCorps, Compassion in World Farming, Golden Age Youth, Gallo Winery, Cordance Worldwide, Cheongdam April Academy, as well as right here at Agnes Scott College. Others of you are taking a gap year or still trying to figure it all out. And as our wonderful baccalaureate preacher, the Reverend Julia Sierra Reyes, class of 2008, said in her beautiful sermon yesterday, that is also a reason to celebrate, because those liminal moments, those gaps in our lives, when we sit back and we reflect and think about what next, are creative and generative turning points. So I know that wherever you go, Riveters, you will carry yourselves with conviction, with integrity, with empathy. You will deploy the skills and knowledge that you've developed at Agnes Scott, not only to make a living, but to make a difference. Please join me in congratulating all of our seniors as they move on to the next stage of their lives.